Athens, Ohio. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Ohio Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Ohio's head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Bobcats headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Meadows. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running into the open. Got a little grass. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Give to the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This is a defense that comes to...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires on the move. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. With the catch, it's Payne. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll return it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
To the ground with the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
It'll be a draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do. It makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up. And because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. caught in the backfield. It's Bowman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Trying to set up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. From the gun. Bringing the heat. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Maybe a crease. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? You're going to run the football more. If field shrinks, I can run different coverages. But really nice job saying, that's fine, you bring in the big bodies. I'm going to talk.
Touchdown, Bobcats! Quick strike through the air for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time. Turning it on! And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Norton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Marshall doing damage through the air and now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Boston. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Makes the grab. It's Norton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
He'll toss it. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The pitch. There's a crease. Touchdown, Bobcats. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And he muffs it. It's loose. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing, floating away. He's got an open man.
On the play. Gain of 19 on the play. First down for the offense.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He goes right back to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Trying to get behind the defense. Upstairs, he's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Marshall back at it with another first and 10. Back to throw, it's Turner. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback keeps it. There's some room. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
The extra point here would tie the game, and they tacked on the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. The second half not too far away.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Rides the option, he keeps it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
They'll run it from the gun.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Motion from the wide receiver. Rides to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They feed him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Marshall quick to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Hurd! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Buys a little time. A strike downfield. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. And the Bobcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job of getting him to the ground.
They're trying to slow that rush down with it. It's a fumble! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Maybe some room here. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
180 race car. 180 race car. Kill. 496 tsunami. 496 tsunami. Kill. 674, take off. 674, take
Whoops,
off.
someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still 2nd and goal. Off play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ohio! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking to pass, it's Turner. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Norton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Takes the handoff. It's Boston.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again, and he's dragged down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Running back searching for a hole. Trucks through the defender. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The option, the keeper. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get...
Could be an alley. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Ohio! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Turner. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sideline.
And he's still running after the move. Past the 30, past the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Marshall!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And they'll knock him down.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 4th down, and this offense will roll the dice from their own territory and stay on the field. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Number 91, set to catch on the football.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying play action. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.